Hello everyone, welcome back. So for All Mankind season 5, why Margot being in prison is actually a win. For All Mankind season 5 brings back one of the show's most complex characters, Margot Madison. And surprisingly, even though she is now in prison, this might be the best outcome she had in years. Let's break it down. Margot's journey across the series has been anything but simple. She started as a brilliant but overlooked engineer, constantly fighting for respect while living in the shadow of Werner. Over time, she proved herself, rising through the ranks to become the director of NASA's Johnson Space Center. But her rise came at a cost. Her relationship with Russian engineer Sergei pulled her into a dangerous world of espionage. What begins as emotional connection turned into coercion. Margot was forced into helping the Soviets or risk watching Sergei die. So she made a choice. She betrayed her country to save someone she cared about. Eventually, when her actions were exposed, Margot fled to Russia hoping for protection. But instead of safety, she found something far worse. Her life in Russia was a nightmare. At first, she was promised meaningful work with the Russian space program, but that promise quickly fell apart. She was constantly monitored, isolated, and treated like a pawn. And when things got even darker after a political shift, Marco was imprisoned without trial. She was beaten, tortured, and completely cut off from the world. Even when she was released, she wasn't free, she was controlled. Irina, a powerful and ruthless figure, manipulated Margot and even orchestrated Sergei's death. The one person Margot sacrificed everything for was taken from her anyway. So when Margot finally returns to the United States, it's not exactly a victory, but it's not a defeat either. After working with Alida and helping redirect a massive asteroid towards Mars, Margot makes a critical decision. She takes the blame. Instead of letting Alida face the consequences, Margot confesses and is sent to prison. And that's where we find her in season 5. But here's the twist, this version of Margot is freer than she's ever been in years. Yes, she is behind bars, but she is no longer living in fear. She's not been watched every second. She's not been manipulated, tortured, or used as a political tool. For the first time in a long time, she has something close to stability. She can meet with people she trusts, like Elida. She can exist without the constant threat of violence hanging over her. And most importantly, she is no longer under the control of people like Irina. It's a strange kind of peace. Margot's story has always been about sacrifice, consequences, and survival. And while prison might seem like the worst possible ending, in her case, it's actually a step towards redemption. She chose to take responsibility, she chose to protect someone else, and now she's finally in a place where she can live with those choices without fear dictating every moment of her life. So while her future is still uncertain, one thing is clear: for Margot Madison, this isn't rock bottom. It's the closest thing she had to freedom in a very long time. That's it. Thank you for watching.